Hey guys, BriarRabbit here. I like this camo. So this is the new holiday camo that was released for free, and I like it. You know, it looks kind of like a ugly holiday sweater plastered all over your gun. I don't know, it's kind of charming to me. I'm definitely going to be using it through the holidays, and I'll probably pull it out in like August or something just to be a dick. Anyway, I also have the new wolf skin for the guard dog kill streak. I kind of like that too. That one cost money. That was about $2, and I gotta say, to me it was worth it. I can't speak to whether $2 is worth a new skin for a kill streak. It functionally doesn't really do anything. However, I have to say that my dog was fighting another dog, and mine was gray, his was brown still, and I was able to shoot his dog really rapidly and not confuse the two. So that was a new thing. I've had that happen to me a few times where I can't figure out which dog is which, so I just start spraying down the whole area. But yeah, I mean, it's $2. It's kind of a fun little thing. I kind of support that kind of stuff. I like how I like when they add new stuff to my games all the time. So I want to talk about KD here. So Call of Duty Ghosts, the brand new game. We've had it for about a month now, and I think everybody's getting a little more familiar with it. I want to talk about the KD ratio. If KD is a thing for you, if you really pride yourself on having a high KD, or you'd like to improve your kill-death ratio, maybe you're running around a 1.0 or a 1.2, and you just like to bump it up to a 2 or a 3. To be honest with you, it's not that hard to do in this game. Obviously, this is a very different game than Black Ops 2 was. Black Ops 2 really was about rushing, was really about turning that corner, getting the surprise jump on your enemy. This game is much more, I don't want to use the C word, the camp word, but it's definitely more about locking down an area. What you really want to do in this game is kind of slow it down. If you go rushing around a lot and running around blind corners, what you're going to find is there's so many points to look at you from that you're just not going to be able to cover and watch them all. Let's say you're running through a courtyard and there's 7 different windows that somebody could be shooting at you from and 4 different entrance ways. You're just not going to be able to cover them all. Somebody's going to pop around from one of those corners and it's going to pop you because the guns kill so quick. It's so hard to turn on people in this game. So really, this game is much more about slowing it down, gaining control of the area that you have, and then moving on to the next area. It's really about engaging enemies on your terms. You don't want to just run around a corner and find that you're already between the sights of a guy who is looking down that corner. You really want to kind of lure those guys out. You don't want to run into a camp spot unless you have some kind of tactical grenade or, you know, an explosive grenade to chuck in there. You can really clear out rooms that way. You know, I don't run the grenades in this game just because you can't get more. They don't resupply when you're running scavenger, and that's something that's always happened in the past. Well, most of the Call of Duty games have had that, and while I'm happy that it doesn't resupply IEDs and C4 packs, it'd be nice if you could at least resupply tacticals, just so that you could kind of find out if there's campers in a room and, you know, counter them. Even if they're running something that's an anti-tactical, you could still get those hit markers and find out if there's somebody in there. You know, this game is pretty camper friendly, and it'd be nice to have a few more counters to get those guys out of there. Another way you can kind of up your KD ratio is to really learn the maps. If you haven't done this already, find an overhead view of each of the maps and really kind of study the layout of the map, where each area connects to, what are like the big courtyards that have a million different ways to look into them. Oh, here you go. Here's a dog fight. Anyway, look at the areas that, you know, you just ought to avoid. Any area that has a lot of viewpoints looking down that campers are likely to be in windows or looking around at, just stay away from those. Also, stay away from those long lines of sight, those really long avenues where you have to run down them and you have your back to where you just came from for a good 10 seconds. The chances of somebody just kind of poking their head and looking to see if there's anybody running down there are pretty high, and if you're running away from that guy, he's going to be able to shoot you because you have no strafing ability. Speaking of strafing, if you're using assault rifles, most people are in this game, check out Stalker. The great thing about Stalker is that it allows you to be much more mobile while you're shooting, and this can make you very hard to kill. So what you'll see a lot of times, the easiest people to kill are the people who start shooting and just stand there and continue to shoot. while the people who are hard to kill are the people who are strafing, moving left and right while they're shooting. And while it takes a little while to get accurate using this method, and you might find that your success rate lowers at first, overall it's going to go up because you're going to make yourself a harder target, and once your accuracy goes up and gets to where it needs to be, then you're going to be a very deadly opponent to face. Also, if you haven't checked out the marksman rifles yet, check these things out. They're pretty badass. So the most popular guns in the game right now are the assault rifles, and they're damn good. But what the marksman rifle does is give you an advantage at long range, and if you can handle the accuracy that the marksman rifle requires, then you'll find that you have a huge advantage over assault rifle users at longer distance, where you can kill a guy in 2 shots consecutively, while it often takes 8 bullets to 10 bullets to actually kill you, and that's a huge advantage. Now, I'm not saying it takes 8 shots, 10 shots that connect to kill you, but what you'll find is that assault rifles at that distance are not going to be accurate enough to land 4 or 5 shots successively. So the marksman rifles are very useful. I really like the MR28. That's my favorite. It's also pretty good at close range if you put steady aim on it. It actually is not too bad. You can get a few quick kills. You got to be quick with the trigger finger, and you'll find that it actually is a pretty handy weapon to use. What else we got? Oh, of course, how could I forget? Learn the spawns. So this goes along with learning the maps, and you can't really learn the spawns until you've really had a good look at the overhead perspectives on the maps. But once you do that, really figure out these spawns. Where are enemies coming to spawn from? If your favorite game is Kill Confirmed, where are they likely to spawn from in that? If your favorite game is Domination, where are they likely to spawn from in that? And then once you have that knowledge, it'll be much easier to predict where your enemies are coming from, and then you'll be waiting for them, and you'll have the advantage in each of your gunfights. So that's all I got time for in this video. Let me know how you're raising your KD in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.